On this episode, we're changing the oil cooler. 92 Ducati 900 SS. This was the oil cooler that came on the bike when I bought it. And both of these tabs broke off. I have a TIG welder. I'm not very good at TIG welding. I'm going to just put that out there. Got the aluminum rods and I welded this one back on. This one broke, so I used a piece of 1/8 inch to make this piece and then welded it on. So they're secure. They're not going anywhere. That's all I want. So on the bike, I have a spare oil cooler, but when I was putting that one on, the tab on this side was a little wiggly, which means it's already started to crack. And it may be broken by now, who knows? I did a couple of high-speed runs and there's a lot of vibrations going on. So first thing, we got to take the fairing off so we can get to it. So this one's already gone. So it's going to vibrate like that while you ride, and then the next one's going to cut loose. The whole thing's going to fall, and then it's going to bounce inside your fairings. So these are 19 millimeters. And it might drip some oil, so have something to catch it. And a rag, ouch, and a rag. And watch out for the mirror. I should probably have gloves on. This is gonna, yeah. So these are replacement isolators. I picked them up on Amazon. Let me take it on the bench and get this loose. So there's not a lot of material where it holds on, and it just vibrates and gets weak over time and snaps off. So we'll save this, and then we can weld this back onto this and probably reinforce the other side. So first we're going to put our little isolator back in. I don't see anything else that needs attention right now. If I start making clean spots, we'll never get finished. Don't rip this apart. And then one goes over the pipe and the other goes under the pipe. Well, one goes through the pipe and one goes on the outside of the pipe. How's that? Something like this. And now it fits. So line up your holes. My little doojab is hitting on my weld, but I think I'll be okay. Maybe I won't be okay. Maybe I'll have to grind some more. I don't want to. Take this, come on now. Got it. It's cross-threading. So this one will go on the bench, and then we'll re-weld it and probably add some more material. If you don't have access to a TIG welder, you can probably find a welding shop that'll weld these back on for you. I added a little bit more material down here on this leg and attached to this top. This whole contraption is aluminum. So this top piece is just a holder, and it's attached to the side, which is attached to the bottom, and the oil cooler is actually inside here. So this is not cooler material, this is not cooler material. It's just like a box that holds it in there. Let me clean this off real fast, and then we'll check for leaks. So we're gonna turn it on, leave it off on ignition, and pump up the oil pressure. Okay, so we got good pressure. That means we got cylinders. Well, we got oil pressure in here, which means we got oil flowing. So now we'll give it some guts and turn it on. So I'm gonna say no leaks. I wasn't really concerned about any, but you know, if you get into the fins and the channels in there, you might break something loose. I didn't, because I was only messing around up here on both sides. So we're safe. So that's it. Oil cooler installed, no leaks. It's ready to go. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to do. Oh, I want to add oil. It's a little low, and we took some out, so we're going to add oil to it. It's funny you put these on hand tight. It's funny you put these on hand tight and then they tighten up themselves and are too tight. You can use whatever kind of oil you want. I'm just partial to the Mobile one. This is 540. So it starts out really thin. And then as it warms up, it gets a little bit thicker. There's no shortage of opinions on motor oils. So before I put the fairing back on, I always like to clean the inside. It's just me. It's a thing. I've cleaned it and it's been clear coated on the inside to help the dirt come off. There's always road grime and stuff that gets in here. Bugs, dead bugs. Make sure you push these things back in because they like to work their way loose. Especially this one. Right here. That's the spot where the oil cooler drops down and starts rubbing on the fairing. And then this one's been involved in a crash. Scraped through the sticker over here. There's scuffs on the outside. And you can see the repairs on the inside. And it's still functional. Probably in a month or two, I'll make a video. This chip is new. Tester's model paint, the kind you use on little plastic car models and truck models and stuff, is the same color as this. So we can clean this, paint it with the Testers, and then I'm gonna scuff this with probably 800 grit, and then we'll re-clear coat it, and it'll shine it up some more. I'm not gonna make any repairs except for paint chip repairs. Maybe down here, I don't know. I might have to get a can of... Never mind. We'll just have to wait and see. So that's it. Oil cooler removed, oil cooler replaced, no leaks. Topped off the oil. We're good to go. If you notice, the lights are blinking. That's because the Motogadget alarm is set. And when you move the bike, that's like the warning not to steal it. Watch what happens next. Key on, key off, it turns it off, or you can turn it off from your phone. When I roll it, it's going to do the same thing. So that's all for today's episode on the Ducati modifications. Thanks for watching. If you like anything you see, hit the like button. It's over here. And if you want to keep getting notifications and getting told that there's a new video, hit the subscribe button. It's over here. I appreciate it. Thanks. Y'all take care. Oh, let me check my hair. Yeah, not too bad.